Before the clash of spears and the fall of Troy, before his name echoed across battlefields, Achilles was a child of prophecy, born not just to fight, but to change the fate of men and gods alike. It began with a wedding that was never meant to end in peace. The sea goddess Thetis was to marry a mortal man, King Peleus of Phthia, but this was no union of love. The gods themselves had willed it. Zeus, who once desired Thetis, stepped back, warned by a prophecy that she would bear a son greater than his father. And so, fearing the rise of one who could dethrone even kings of Olympus, the gods gave her to a mortal. Thetis did not forget this betrayal. Her heart, cold with divine silence, burned with purpose. She vowed that her son would not be weak like mortals. He would not suffer the limits of man. She would give him the strength of immortals, even if the world itself had to bend. When Achilles was born, the stars did not sing, and the heavens did not open. He was a baby like any other, but his fate was anything but ordinary. Thetis, desperate to shield him from the death all mortals face, took the child and dipped him into the river Styx, the black water that flows through the heart of the underworld. The river's curse burned away his humanity, making his flesh unbreakable. But where her hand held him, his heel, remained untouched. In that moment, the legend was born. An invincible boy with a single mortal flaw. But this story was more than divine rituals and prophecies. It was human. Peleus, though a king, was still a man. He saw Thetis's obsession with fate and feared what it would cost their son. He tried to stop her. In one version of the tale, she had begun to burn away Achilles' mortal flesh in a secret fire, one limb at a time, believing she could purify him. Peleus, walking in on the flames and screams, took the child and banished Thetis from his halls. So the sea goddess returned to the depths, and Achilles was raised not by both parents, but by one. Yet the divine blood ran hot in him. He was sent to the wise centaur Chiron, who taught him not just to fight, but to think, to heal as well as harm, to understand that glory meant nothing without justice. Achilles would grow into the greatest warrior the world had ever known, but the seeds of his legend were sown in silence and pain, in the desperate love of a mother who tried to outwit death, in the helplessness of a father watching fate slip beyond his reach, and in the fragile heel of a child destined to break the boundaries of man and God. He was born not to rule, not to conquer, but to burn bright for a brief and tragic moment. That was the mortal twist. He would become a god in memory, but he would die like a man.